Select a nation and let's get going.
Welcome back, PDX Squad. I'm super excited to be back for another video with FIFA 21. Now, I'm a bit rusty, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't played since FIFA 2018. That's the last time I played Ultimate Team. But I'm excited to get back into it and just have fun with this game and try to be as competitive as possible.
But there are some building blocks. This club will really benefit from your arrival. Take a minute to see.
I decided to go with the French pack because most people choose England, and I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be unique, you know. So I went with the French, and knowing that there's some French Premier League players, and I do want to start with the Premier League team just because it has the most players available, and yeah, it's probably the most expensive league, but you know, I love the Premier League, and I'm a Chelsea fan, so you know. The first thing you should be doing is checking your objectives. It's basically the easiest way to get started, to make coins, to get experience, to get packs. It's, you know, there's some simple objectives you can choose. For example, there is the positioning, you know, just moving players around, giving links to people, you know, and that gives you coins and XP. So you know, objectives is, you know, the first thing you should be looking at, and you know, some objectives as you play you'll get, but you know, it's just making sure you know what you're doing there. The second thing you should be doing is doing the SBCs, the squad building challenges. Very easy ways to get coins also. They do have the foundation ones, which you have to do first to open up all of them, the rest of them, the let's get started, because the rest will be locked, so you have to do that first. And you also got the upgrades, which also is pretty good. You get the, you know, put in bronze to silver and silver to gold. But the foundations are, let's get started, super easy. You use the you know, bronze players to convert into good players like gold, and so you need like 3 defenders and 3 attackers and midfielders, I believe. And it's just like having 3 in each position, and you get your upgrade and you get coins or packs, I believe. So you know, just, you know, for example, this one, goalkeeper, I put my actual gold bronze keeper that I have, and then you know, you get a better one for the future. And this is very important because you don't want to start with the bronze squad, especially going to rivals. It's not good. You will get demolished if you do that. People have already gold, you know, good gold players, you know, with 80 overalls and stuff, so you do not want to do that. Just doing the, you know, as much as possible before you go into rivals is very important. You know, making a team that, you know, will compete at the best level. And this one will be 3 center backs, or you know, and I choose the ones that, you know, I don't really use. The third thing you should be doing is playing squad battles. You do not want to go into rivals with a bad team again, so you play squad battles against a computer, so you get a better team. And you know, just by playing games you get coins, and you complete some objectives, which gives you even more coins. Not a lot, but it's something to start with. And by playing squad battles, you allow yourself to rank up and get some rewards at the end of the week. So it's very important to get that done. Now, for rivals, you do get 5 games to see where you fit within the ranking of rivals. And if you end up winning all 5 games, you get about 100k worth of rewards. I ended up winning 3 out of 5, so I got about 60k coins, which is definitely very helpful in the beginning of the game. But if you play all your squad battles or a certain amount of squad battle games, they will rank you in without you playing those games, which is bad because then you don't get the rewards. So you have to find the middle spot and just try to figure out the games. I just played 2 sequences of squad battles, and with that made a good decent team and just went out and played in rivals. And I ended up choosing professional for the level, and just wanted to see, you know, what the computer was how hard it was to play against a computer, and it wasn't that hard, honestly. So you know, if you're like a usual player, I say going world class is probably better, but I just want to test it out. Now I do suggest putting your fallbacks on stay back while attacking. I'll tell you more about that later, but I mean, for me, I realized that it was just bad. Like they just go too far up, and then they leave your two center backs by themselves, and they counter it, and then it's a goal. But yeah, so put the fallbacks, stay back while attacking, you know. And then this team was bronze, so it was decent. They did have the Zidane, and it was a pretty good game in my opinion. I won't say the result quite yet, but it was pretty easy. So the game starts, and I do end up scoring pretty early in the game, around 30 minutes within the game. So the game was pretty easy, as I was saying. And the counterattacking is pretty good, but don't try to be predictable. You know, the computer will read most of your plays now. Passing is pretty hard. You have to be like accurate, you know, where the ball wants to go, because if not, then the ball will not go where you want it to go. And this is how we just play. And through balls are pretty OP in this game. If they do go through, you're done. Like right now, that through ball, and I'm in, and I shoot, and it's a goal. And most 1v1s, if you take the shot, they will be going in. So you do want to bring out your keeper on 1v1s. You know, you have more of a chance, because if you let the keeper stay in the goal, those will most likely be goals. So you want to bring out your keeper to stop, or at least scare the opponent and have a chance of blocking it. It gives more chance to the keeper to block it. Again, the through ball goes through. 1v1 with the keeper, takes a shot. It's the computer, so you know, not really going for the far corner. But through balls are, you know, I'm sure they will be the meta, and pace is not important in the beginning stage of the game, but once you start playing rivals, you know, it's very important to have pace in your fallbacks and center backs, because people will blitz you very, very bad. They'll just leave you in the dust, and it's 1v1 with a keeper, and as I showed you, keeper 1v1, it's most likely a goal unless you bring out the keeper. So now, realizing that through balls are decent in this game, I start using them more. I end up missing this shot, but most shots will go in. Now in world class and legendary, it's a little harder to get the through balls, because the computer's better, and the computer is better at reading your plays. So you want, through legendary, world class, you want to use your wingers to create the space and come in. Now I have this one. I finesse, but I try to finesse it. The keeper blocks it, and the putback is in. Now putbacks are very common in rivals. You know, the keeper blocks it, but the attacker's right there, just taps it in. It's probably one of the most frustrating things right now for me.
Deciding to go short with this one. Well, clattered away. Hilton. Dangerous looking attack. And it goes! The lead just gets bigger. Surely they can't let this slip now. Is this going to be a thrashing? Can he find the net? Simple save, really.
So, you know, I'm 3-0 up in the before halftime, and I'm feeling pretty confident. You know, like it's pretty easy, and you know they're not really creating anything. But then they get this chance right here, which the player, you know, and they go with the through ball in the air. My defender does not. I don't know why he doesn't. You know, and then this just magnificent shot by Felix just goes in. Not sure. You know, my keeper doesn't even bother to get it. I don't know why. Probably because it's bronze, but. You know, it's 3-1 before halftime. You know, still pretty confident. Again, the through ball is probably one of the most things you should be looking for in the game. You know, and just tap it in and goal. So I'm 4-1 up before halftime, and I'm feeling pretty confident. You know, I'm gonna get the W. But then I started to realize some things that in the game, you know, shouldn't be happening in the game. And this one, you'll see what I mean by put your fallbacks. I stay while attacking. Now they get this counter attack. Where my fallbacks at? I don't know. They're up in the corner, and now it's a 3v1, and now it's just a simple goal.
There it is, a fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here's the replay. The keeper knows that.
Now the next goal they end up scoring on me is pretty dumb. I end up passing the ball quickly, just straight, and it gets it to the opponent. And so this is what I mean by passing the ball where, like aiming where, because now you know you pass it straight, it's gonna give it straight. You gotta aim where you want to put it, which is not like 18. Back in 18, you can just pass it and then it'll give it to your player. But now, and then they get this counter again. Counters are very OP. The long ball, through ball, you know, my defenders they need a little more pace because it's still bronze. But again, crosses are pretty decent this game. They end up scoring one on me in the next couple of minutes, but crosses are decent this year. Finesse shots, they're not that good, depending on what areas you know you shoot from, but they're not gonna really go in. So I try to get one last chance to avoid going to overtime, and everything's going good, you know. Pass here, go through with pace, and then I shoot it, and it hits the post. That should have gone in. It didn't go in. We're going overtime. Now, in overtime, it was evenly matched. The computer did create a little more chances than me, as you can see right here, through the cross. Felix hits it, but just not good enough. I have my own chance. I didn't, you know, score any. And through ball again here, gets red. The computer's starting to, you know, realize how I play, the style I play, which is mainly through balls. And I hit him with the counter. I get caught. I didn't switch correctly. I stay with the defender. Gets the cross off, and it makes it in. Now my defender was in front of the attacker, so I'm not sure how he made that goal in. But now, you know, it's halftime at overtime, and I am down 1, so I need one to tie it up. I create chances, but they do not go in, and it's gonna be game. And so I end up losing to the computer 5-4, and I'm upset because I blew a 4-1 lead. I get coins. I kept on doing this, but the next game I played, you know, I didn't slack. I just, you know, made sure to have possession of the ball and not give the computer time to attack me. I ended up building this Mexican team, except for the goalkeeper. With the money I saved up, cost about 20k, just because 2 players costs a lot for the beginning stages of the game. I ended up buying Raul Jimenez, 84 overall, decent card, cost about 8,000 coins, 3-star, 4-star, with 78 pace and 82 shooting. Very good card. Has scored 32 goals for me out of 37 games, I believe, which is pretty good. You know, he has the pace and he can shoot decent. You know, just shoot very, very good. Corona is the second most expensive player, which is, you know, both of these players make up 8k or 12k. Buying for 4,000 coins, 84 pace, 68 shooting. Don't really use him to shoot. Use him to get wide and then create crosses, or just, you know, center it in. Macias, a basic, you know, striker, 73 pace, 75 shooting. Just, you know, cheap and Mexican to give the chemistry. Pizarro, very decent player, 81 pace, 70 shooting. So when, you know, I use his space to get through defenders and get the through balls through my strikers and wingers. Cordova, another good player, 4-star, 4-star, you know, decent pace, can get wide and both feet. It's a lot of it is just someone who's tall, who can, you know, win any balls in the middle field. Arteaga, very good card, 81 pace, you know, gets defenders gets the defense going. Romo just basic, don't, you know, just Mexican and some gold card, so I just got him. Araujo, decent card, 67 pace, so, and physicality very good. Rodriguez, 84 pace, so you know you need that for the width. And then my goalkeeper just got him to link up with Araujo, you know, just with the Spanish link. That's gonna be the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys next time.
If only I could turn back.